These tips are from my experience of being a fitness instructor for over 2 years and lifting for over 7 years. So these are my really random tips that have helped me in the gym and feeling confident enough to even teach others in front of a big group. Tip number 1 is to start your workout doing something that you already feel confident at. I always start my workouts with stretching, not because I'm like, oh, stretching is really important for my workout. I know that it is, but honestly, I don't really care about stretching. I get to the gym and I go to this turf area that we have at our gym and I set down a mat and I just stretch. I stretch out my legs if I'm gonna hit a lower body workout, and I do my upper body stretches if I'm gonna do an upper body workout. Sometimes I just do random mobility, and it's not really even to stretch. It's just to survey the scene. You can tell how busy the gym is, kind of what machines are open, what area is busiest and what area is not so busy. And it just gives you some time to yourself to just like collect your thoughts. Like, you got into the gym, now just chill for a second before you jump into your first exercise. So that has really helped me. And maybe for you, it's walking on the treadmill for 5 minutes. Again, maybe you really don't care about walking on the treadmill, you know, as a warm up, but it can just give you that time. You get into the gym and you know where you're going to go, and you're going to collect your thoughts before you jump into your actual workout. Plus, I find that doing this, it kind of adds more routine, and whatever you're doing, it's probably benefiting your workout and benefiting your stretching and mobility anyways. The second tip is to know what you're doing, even if you don't know what you're doing. So pretend you're hitting lower body. All you have to know is those 4 or 5 exercises that you're going to do for lower body. You don't have to know, you know, the entire handbook of lower body exercises. You literally just have to know the 4 that you're doing. I still don't know everything in the gym. You don't have to change it up every day. All you have to know is those 2 to 3 different lifts, like upper body, lower body. Maybe you have kind of a hybrid day where you run or do some other exercises, and you really only have to know those. You don't have to know everything, and you're gonna start learning more and more as you go. You're gonna be able to watch other people, but just get really confident at those couple of moves, and that's gonna help you feel more confident in the gym in general. So literally, if you just repeat the same 3 lower body exercises every lower body day, 1, it's good for you because you're working that same workout and you're going to be able to get better at it, and that's how you see results in the gym. But also, you just don't have to worry about your form being crazy on starting a new exercise every single day. It doesn't have to be anything crazy like that. I have workout videos on my page. You can go and check out form and practice those out, and then pick your favorite ones and stick with it. You don't have to be changing it up, doing crazy things every single time that you work out. It's kind of like whenever you have a presentation and you don't practice for it, you're like freaking out. But the more you practice, you feel better about it. So it's like the gym. You only have to know a couple of things, practice them, get really good at them, and always have those in your arsenal before you try to mix in stuff. Kind of going off of this, if you have those that are locked in and those moves that you feel really comfortable doing and you practice them, if you try a new move one day and it just feels funky or off, you always have those old trusty moves to fall back onto. So if it goes weird, it's fine, and you're like, okay, you know, doing side squats didn't really work for me today. I'm just going to go back to doing my sumo squats that I know how to do, and it's fine. And you just move on. The third tip is to have a plan. So not just telling yourself your workout. I am like an obsessive to-do list maker. I don't know what it is. I just like writing it down and seeing everything. But what I like have trouble with is I'll just put workout on the list. And I know that you might be doing that too. And just saying workout is just, I don't know, it's daunting because you're like, workout what? Like, what's the plan here? So instead of telling yourself you're going to work out for 5 days a week, really break it down and put lower body day, upper body day, running or walking day, and break down those 4 exercises or 5 exercises that you're going to do. And then it's a little bit more approachable. Know how many sets you're going to do and the reps you're going to do. I'll make another video on that of sets and reps and kind of knowing exactly how to structure your workouts in the gym, but have that detailed plan so it's not just like workout, because that seems like a lot, but then you kind of look into it and you're like, oh, okay, I'm doing 3 or 4 things and then I'm out. And it's chill. Tip number 4 is to get exposure. So literally just show up to the gym and train your nervous system to freak out when you get there, but realize that you're fine and everything is fine. Even if it's not a good lift, you still showed up and you trained your nervous system to be like, okay, we did it, we showed up, and you kind of can check off another day and keeping the streak. It's not about having 5 good workouts in 1 week. It's about just getting there and attempting even to do something 5 days in a row. That's really what is going to bring the discipline whenever your motivation isn't there. Feeling fine is enough for the action of getting to the gym and doing a workout, and feeling fine is enough to build that confidence. You don't have to feel amazing and great every single day, and I definitely don't. And oftentimes I find that on the days that I don't feel so good, I work out and then I feel better at the end anyways. And I just kind of have to, you know, you don't have to be mentally with it in the workout. You just have to be physically there, you know? You just have to honestly go through the motions. Like, listen to a podcast. Your brain can be elsewhere and just have your body do the workouts, do the movements, and then check it off. It doesn't have to be like you're hyped up, pumped up every single day, because that's just not how it is. You know, we have lots of things going on in our lives, so it's going to feel different every day, and that's okay. I don't even know what tip we're on, but the next tip is to have good form to feel confident. Try not to be like embarrassed about the weight that you're using and go and get a heavier weight because it might look better and you might look more normal in the gym. Seriously, the weight doesn't matter. Just focus on that form and that will be respected by everyone. If you're new to the gym and you're doing 10 pounds for RDLs or something like that, or you're doing 5 pounds for overhead press, okay, you're doing 5 pounds for lat raises, whatever. No one knows what set you're at. No one knows what the rest of your training plan looks like. Literally no one knows. Your 10-pound set or whatever, for all they know, it could be your warm-up set. For all they know, it could just be like your mobility set before you go and run a marathon, right? Like if I see someone doing a really, really heavy weight, but their form is looking a little like questionable, it's not like I'm like, oh wow, they're doing that big heavy weight. It's just kind of like, okay. Honestly, I would respect it more if you drop it down to a super light weight and your form is locked in. I have never looked at anyone that has really good form and like a super light weight and been like, look how light their weight is. Like they're not. I've never done that. Okay. If you have a light weight, but your form is good, always respectable in the gym. Even if someone's been in the gym for 10 years, 20 years, and they see you doing a super light weight, but your form looks great and you've practiced and done all of that, they're like, get it. You know, no one is trying to pick you apart in the gym. Everyone, we're kind of like a team when you think about it. No one's like, it's not a competition in there. You guys all have a like-minded goal, and that's why everyone's in there. And again, you can reference videos, you can practice your form when you're in your room with 2 water bottles, like literally whatever. And it's okay if your form looks a little funky at the start. It always does. I mean, my form for a lot of things has started out funky. And honestly, some of my things, it might still be funky and I just am oblivious to it. So with this one, just feel comfortable dropping the weight to a lighter weight that you can manage and you feel comfortable with your form. The next tip, kind of off of that last one, is that people use all different kinds of weights in the gym, kind of different shapes of weights. You know what I mean? Like there's dumbbells, there's barbells, there's kettlebells, there's bands, there's easy bars, all different kinds of weights. You can hit the same muscle group. You can even do the same exercise with them. So don't feel like you have to use a certain weight that you see in a video or something. Sometimes different things work for different people. So when I was trying to learn the RDL, I used a really big kettlebell right in the middle of me and I was able to hold it there. And that's how I learned RDLs. And now I like doing them with dumbbells, but some people like doing them with the big bar. There's really no correct type of weight to use for things. So you're just going to kind of have to mix it up and what helps you feel that exercise the most, because you'll be surprised the different types of weights kind of feel a little bit different and they have pros and cons to each of them. So mix it up as you go. Don't feel like you have to do exactly what everyone else is doing. My next tip, I love this one, is to have backup clothes. So a lot of people in these types of like confidence videos feel like, wear a cute outfit, right? And sometimes you put on the cute outfit and you're like, I still don't want to go. Like, it's like the cute outfit doesn't matter. This is a tip that I literally did yesterday. So whatever you're wearing to the gym, have another backup set of clothes, not like a whole different outfit. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm kind of talking about have a big t-shirt, have a pair of sweatpants in your gym bag, or if you have a locker at the gym, because sometimes you're doing an exercise and you're like, honestly, I just started wearing sweatpants right now. And you can literally just throw them on in the gym. Don't feel weird about that. You can throw a t-shirt on. If you have like, I don't know, a cute workout tank top or something, and you're just like, honestly, I wish I just had a t-shirt right now. Just throw it on. Maybe you're wearing a cute workout Amazon top or something and you're doing your lift, and I don't know, there's a lot of people around and you just like, I just wish I had a sweatpants and big t-shirt on right now. You can have those and just throw them on. It's not weird. You know how many times people outfit change in the gym? Literally everyone does it. Like, everyone starts in one form and they're leaving the gym in another form. Honestly, it's super chill. You can throw sweatpants on, you can have a big shirt on, and the same goes for the opposite. You can have your little Amazon workout top or whatever and have your big t-shirt over it, and then maybe get too hot, you can take it off if you're in the gym, or you can just stick with it. And yeah, and don't tell yourself that you have the backup clothes because you might hit a point in the workout where you all of a sudden feel unconfident, because it's not so much about that. It's kind of about the comfort, making you feel more comfortable. It's not about confidence and unconfidence. It's about feeling comfortable. So have those backup clothes, and maybe it's even the type of thing you get to the gym and you're wearing whatever outfit you felt good in at your house, and you're like, honestly, this is not even that comfortable. Like, let me just throw on my sweatpants really quick. And you always have that option, and you can go about your workout feeling good. My next tip, I was really forced to learn after becoming a fitness instructor. Honestly, I auditioned for the job at my college, got the job, and it was the first day that I was ever teaching a class, and I was checking people in at the door, and then it was time for me to walk up onto this stage thing that we have that the instructor stands on, and all these people are looking out at you. And I didn't even consider the fact that people would be watching me work out. I don't know how I got through all the training, the test, the audition without even considering that, but I really did not even think about how many people were going to be watching me work out. And it was super odd because I was like, oh shoot. The tip is, people don't care. And I know you've heard that probably 50 trillion times, like, people don't care, it's fine. I can tell you from experience, in my class with 40 people in there and they're watching me, they still don't care. Like, they're focused on themselves. They're looking at me for reference, but they're not analyzing me, right? And I literally am the focus of the room. I'm talking and the whole room is dark. There's spotlights on me. I'm telling the next workouts and exercises and all of that. And they're still looking at me really quick, listening to what I'm saying, but they're not watching me and worrying about what my form looks like, if I tripped on the exercise or what weight I'm using even. They're really focused about themselves, which is a good thing. When you're at the grocery store, you're not looking at other people's carts and you're like, okay, they're getting bread and applesauce. Like, it's not like that. You're not worrying about what other people are doing or what their form even looks like. Again, like I said earlier, everyone in the gym is kind of a team. And even if you're taking a fitness class, you're all like a little team. You're doing your individual exercises, but you all have an end goal in mind. You all are there to feel better after the workout. You all are there to kind of stress relieve and make yourself better. And although you might have different goals and different reasons for going, you all are in there doing the same things, and you all are feeling kind of the struggle of what it is to balance life and going to the gym, and even the strength and toughness it takes to get through the actual workout. So you're united on that way. And that's what I like to say. People are not worrying about you and judging you for what you're doing in the gym. My next tip is practicing taking up space and not just hiding in the gym. So one thing that I heard, this was years ago now that I've heard this, but someone said, or I heard, or I watched, someone said, if you make eye contact with anyone, did y'all see that bee? But someone said that anyone who makes eye contact with you deserves a smile. And that's what I really try to do in the gym. And I really think it helped me, even when I'm teaching my class and people coming into my class, smiling at everyone, even if they're like walking past my class and they're not coming in to be checked in. Make eye contact with people and smile at them. They're going to smile back at you. It's going to help you associate making eye contact with people as a positive thing, as like a friendly type of thing. Because I know in the gym, people are pretty locked in. And if you make eye contact with someone and you don't smile and it's just like deadpan face, right? It's kind of like, oh, what are they thinking about me? Are they judging, you know, the weight I'm doing, my form or my outfit or something? But if you just smile, like quick eye contact, it doesn't have to be like a, you know, you're beaming or anything. It can be a little closed mouth smile, whatever. Just that friendliness of eye contact, you get a smile for me, you know, and that helps you. People smile back and you just feel more confident that you belong there and people aren't judging you. Again, we're all friends in the gym. And kind of hiding away and trying not to look at people and really secluding yourself isn't going to make you feel more comfortable taking up the space in the gym. So I would say try to push yourself and get out there. get into the main room of the gym. Obviously, I like to have those kind of side rooms and stuff like that to kind of regroup, or if I'm really having a day that I just want to be alone in the gym. But pushing yourself, especially at the start, to have at least part of your workout or one exercise that you do in the main gym and take up that space. Again, you're training your nervous system to be okay with freaking out a little bit, and then you realize, oh, it wasn't so bad. And that's how you get better and better and more confident being in those spaces. The next tip is to find the right time. So at my gym, it's a college gym. A lot of people go in the morning, a lot of people go at night, a lot of people go midday. It also really depends on the day of the week. People have different class schedules. So on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, people have 50-minute class chunks. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, people have an hour and 15-minute class chunks. So you'll kind of realize that people are low-key on the same schedule, and then the gym schedule changes when it's the busiest. So maybe you like going when nobody's at the gym just as you're starting out, and maybe you want to go during a more busy time. In a way, sometimes the busy times are like, it's so busy that no one's looking at you because there's so much going on. Like, you can kind of blend in on the busy times too. So it really depends on your preference, but go at a couple different times that fits with your schedule and figure out what times you like best. Maybe it's like an odd little 1 to 3 p.m. at my gym is less busy than if you were to go at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. So find what works best for you and what you feel most comfortable in. Next tip, this is a little one, but listen to music as you walk into the gym. It's kind of like the walk-up songs. You might already be doing this, but what I do, I park my car at the gym, I put my AirPods in, and like I start my hype music from the second I'm getting out of my car for the 5-minute walk that it takes me to get from the parking lot all the way into the gym. Even whenever you're walking down the stairs or into the, you're setting up, you're gonna go get on the treadmill, you're gonna go find your stretching spot, already have your hype music going so that you're kind of in the headspace of like, let's do this, and you're excited to go in there. The next tip is to follow along with the workout when you're at the gym. So maybe it's an ab circuit, a total body circuit, upper body, lower body. I have workout videos on my page, kind of in the format that I teach my total body strength class in, and you can have dumbbells and literally do them in one little corner of the gym. You can do it in the main corner of the gym. You can have that guidance, and it's okay to do that. Just because you're going to the gym doesn't mean you have to have it all up in your head, right? You can write down workouts, you can have screenshots of workouts, you can follow along with the exact sets and reps that people do. It doesn't have to be your own unique thing and feel like you have to, be a fitness trainer to be able to go to the gym and do a workout. I have a lot of workouts on my page that you can follow along with. They're dumbbell only, or even just mat and yourself that you can follow along with. So even finding a spot in the gym, kind of propping up your phone, you can kind of hide it behind something if you don't want someone to see that you're watching a workout. But again, who cares? No one cares. It's fine. And my last tip or chunk of tips is a little motivation for you. My last tip is that everyone in the gym had an uncomfortable start. I know I definitely did. I started lifting in high school where we had this big lifting room, and I was put with senior girls. I was a little freshman. I was freaked out, and it would scare me every single day to go to the weights class. The friends that I have drawn into the gym had uncomfortable starts. They felt like they couldn't do it, and now they're going on to the gym by themselves and bringing their own friends and making those friends feel more comfortable in the gym. So everyone feels that way at the start. No one, starts their first day of the gym and it was like, that was easy. Like, it's a new place. It's kind of a unique thing to go do. So many people around. It's probably the busiest place that I go in my entire day. And it's kind of a weird thing, we're just like lifting bars and metal and stuff and like pushing and pulling things, and we're like bettering our lives because of it. It's so weird. The time is going to pass anyways. It's going to be 6 weeks from now. It's going to be 6 months from now, a year from now anyways. So you might as well start now and look back on your progress whenever you hit that point and know that you did something with that time instead of worrying about it. So just know that in a year, you're still going to have that little bit of an uncomfortable start, just like if you were to start now. So you might as well start now and just, plow through it and learn. And this phase of learning and feeling comfortable and confident in the gym is a really rewarding and unique time, I would say, as well, because you're learning to be proud of yourself. You have little wins all the time. Whereas now I'm really confident in the gym, and I'm not walking out of the gym every single day being like, you go girl, like you did a new thing today, because I'm really not doing new things in the gym. I'm sticking with my routines. But at the very start, it's really exciting because you see so much growth, even from one lift to another. Like from lifting on a Monday to lifting on a Wednesday, you're going to feel different and you might achieve another goal. You might feel that much more confident in the gym. And that is overall adding to your confidence and your progress and the goals that you want. You're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days, but that's where the discipline comes in instead of the motivation. So motivation is like, oh, I'm hyped to go to the gym. I really want to go to the gym right now. Let's go. And discipline is like, I don't really feel like going to the gym, but I know that I set this goal for myself, and going, even if I have a bad workout, is checking it off the box. Again, like I said earlier, just being able to go and say that you went, training your nervous system to practice it and build that routine is what you're searching for. You're searching for being the gym girly who goes and has that routine, not necessarily the gym girly who has like a great workout every single day. So honestly, just learn to give yourself grace. There's times I go into the gym, I do literally one set and I quit. And that's fine, because sometimes you got to be a quitter to just keep moving. So just learn to give yourself grace. There's countless times I pulled up to the gym. All of the equipment that I was planning to use is being used, especially at a college gym. It's super full, and I'll even hit my first set of the workout and it feels super funky. I'm trying to hit glutes and I'm just hitting lower back, you know? And it's like, I'm just going to stop and I'm just going to move on to those exercises that are like my tried and true, like the first tip, and just move on to those. And it doesn't ruin my workout, and it's fine, because you're just going to know that you're going to feel different all different times of the day. You're going to feel different between days of the week. And especially when you're new to the gym, you're going to have these types of moments, and it's fine. It doesn't have to ruin the rest of the workout. It doesn't have to be marked as a bad workout if you have that kind of thing happen. And even between different equipment at the gym, if you're using different machines, I'm pretty short. So I find that there's some machines at the gym that just don't work that well for me. And I have some tall friends that are like, oh, I love that machine. And I'm just like, oh, I just like doing the exercise this way because it works out for me. So it's okay if you are going to the gym with a friend and one thing is working for them, one certain weight is working for them, and it's okay if you're doing a different type of thing than them. We're not all built the same. So there's going to be things that are going to work better for you and some things that are going to work better for others, and that's okay. Overall, I want you to know that you will get better. You will get more confident in the gym. And this is just part of it. Feeling uncomfortable is what makes it a rewarding experience and what makes you proud of yourself of learning a new thing. There's days that even after years of lifting that I am learning new things and I'm like, I'm never doing that again. Like, that exercise just doesn't really work for me. And maybe I'll try it again in a little bit, but for now I'm just like, not the best for me. Putting yourself in these uncomfortable situations that feel uncomfortable right now, they're going to turn into comfortable situations. You are going to get stronger. You're going to feel more confident, and you're going to feel overall super, super proud of yourself. I have people that come into my class that have been lifting for years, and I have people that come into my class that have worked out never and they've never even touched a weight. And it's just about building up those experiences of, oh, that wasn't so bad. And that's how you get better and feel more confident in it. So I'm proud of you for taking the steps to figure out how to make this work for you. And I'm excited for you to start this journey and reach your goals. So those are all of my tips for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and let me know any other topics you want me to cover. I post workout follow along videos, and I'll be posting more talking videos just like this. So subscribe to see more.